This is a power prayer to put Governor Rick Snyder from Michigan, who's a Republican, in a position of harmlessness. So please give this a lot of energy while I speak. Let there be light. In the name of the presence of God, which I am, through the magnetic power of the sacred fire vested in me, I command. We call to Michael the Archangel to cut all ties that Governor Snyder and the Republican Party have to any black magic that is keeping them in power. We cut all ties to all their money sources, including the Koch brothers. We send this money energy back to God to clean it up. Now let's send all those money sources back to the poor and those that are standing up to the government, including all recall groups like Michigan Rising, the Michigan Teachers Association, and the unions. We ask that these groups receive lots of donations and excited fresh volunteers to make the recall and prison time for Snyder successful, replacing Snyder with a compassionate, kind, awakened spiritual being. We remove all energy veils that are around all the people living in Michigan as they reconnect to the Creator, see them becoming conscious beings filled with all kinds of divine inspiration on how to remove Snyder from office. Imagine all the attorneys working on removing Snyder from office, and they're divinely inspired on what they need to do, and say to not only take the case forward, but to also win, removing Snyder from office. We see Snyder being recalled and removed from office now. We see Snyder being recalled and removed from office now. We see Snyder being recalled and removed from office now. If it's for his highest good and for the good of everyone in Michigan, let Snyder be sent to prison for all his crimes against the people of Michigan. We cut all ties to all executive orders that Governor Snyder has written and retained in the office of the Great Seal. We violet flame them to clean up all the dark energies. Now we reconnect all these orders to the Creator and command them to be neutral. No more forward movement. All black magic giving this energy being canceled, cleared, and neutralized. We now see Governor Snyder's executive orders being rolled back and stricken from the books. We cut all ties to Snyder's 180-day agenda. As this is done, all forward movement stops, dissolving the 180-day agenda completely. We cut all ties to Snyder's vision of reinventing Michigan. We see this energy have all forward movement stopped, also dissolving completely. We cut all ties to the energy of Snyder's relentless positive action. Again, seeing this energy dissolving to nothing with no more forward movement. We cancel clear Snyder's new emergency financial managers law that allows for corporations to make land grabs from the poor. We see this energy also being neutralized and dissolved to nothing. No more forward movement. Let this land be returned to their rightful owners. We call the higher self of Governor Snyder and all Republicans trying to keep him in power to step forward in the light of God. Stop acting like Nazi reptilians. Leave all the social programs and citizens' rights intact and roll back all laws that hurts the masses and the general public. Clean up the water in Flint and any other water source that is polluted. If you choose not to, which is your free will, we ask your higher self and the guardian angels to put you in a position of harmlessness now. If that means you're recalled, then let the recall gain lots of forward movement. We call to Snyder's higher self and ask that he leave the small farmers and unions alone. And if he chooses to continue the harassment, I ask his higher self and guardian angel to put Snyder and all his rich supporters in positions of harmlessness now. We call the higher selves of all law enforcement to also reconnect to the Creator as they become awakened spiritual beings. They see through the governor's plans and choose not to cooperate, siding with the people. Let them become more conscious of all the income and benefits the governor has taken from them, choosing to become the protector and the poor instead, and standing down on all orders that is against the Constitution. This brings them much joy and pride as they become good cops. We see Snyder being recalled and removed from office now. We see Snyder being recalled and removed from office now. We see Snyder being recalled and moved from office now. If it's for Snyder's highest good and that his karma is returned to him now for what he has done, including his loss of all money, all supporters of any kind and all power, let the magic of protection be removed from around him and his plans now. If it's for his highest good and for the good of everyone in Michigan, let Snyder be sent to prison for all his crimes that he has committed against the people of Michigan. We see Government Snyder being replaced with an awakened spiritual being who will correct the harm that Snyder has done. If Governor Snyder has earned prison time for his actions, I ask that the law of karma be put into action and Snyder receive his just rewards time 100,000-fold. I step out of the way as it's returned to Snyder and all the rich Michigan Republicans and Democrats that are supporting Snyder. We see them all being removed from office in a way no one will be hurt nor harmed. And again, nevertheless, not our will, but thy will be done. So be it.